and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mrs. Swifty and today we're back in Planet Zoo. We're building another habitat for our dedication zoo. This habitat is a snow leopard habitat that is dedicated to Hannah. Hannah, thank you so much for commenting in the comment section from one of the previous videos and asking for a snow leopard habitat. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really hope that you like it as well, and do comment down below what you think, what you would have changed or done differently. Yeah, I would love to hear your feedback. And anyone else who would like me to build them a habitat in this zoo, please comment down below. I would love to have your suggestions, and I'm more than happy to build you a habitat. I would absolutely love that. So please do comment down below what animal you would like, and if you have any thoughts on what the habitat should look like, please do comment that down below. So we're building a snow leopard habitat today. I did promise you guys a zoo tour, which will be the next video coming out. So we're not going to do another habitat next. We'll do a tour of our zoo. We'll meet all of our baby animals because we have loads of baby animals now. I'm pretty sure we have baby animals in every single habitat now. So obviously we need to go meet all of them. We can remind ourselves of all the habitats we've done before, and we can also see the entrance plaza, which I have not shown you guys before. So I'm really excited for that, excited for our zoo tour. So do let me know in the comments if you're excited to see the zoo tour as well. So today for the snow leopard habitat, I decided to go with a sort of ice palace type build. I just want to do something different from what we've had before. Obviously snow leopards love the cold, and they love snow and ice and all of those fun things. So I decided that I would make an indoor, mostly indoor habitat, pretty much just with ice blocks. I mean, I'm imagining, you know, they're not real ice blocks. Obviously, if this is a temperate zoo, this is a zoo that's supposed to be in somewhere like England where we live. And there's no way you could keep ice frozen like this. So, you know, I'm imagining that it's plastic or glass or something, but it's a ice effect. So, yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks really cool. I love the kind of surroundings as well. Yeah, so we're just sort of doing the building part now. I put in this little pool area for the snow leopards to drink from and play in. But it's obviously circular, so we're using this ice block floor, and I wanted to make sure that the snow leopards could access the pools, so we had to kind of change things up a little bit and move things around and adjust things. So I also wanted to just kind of put a few different levels on this side. This wooden part, I make their sleeping area, and we do make this glass here one-way glass. I think this would be a really cool habitat to come and visit, because literally you walk through their like ice temple or whatever, so you get a really good view of both sides. And we end up building a wooden staircase bridge over the top as well, so that the snow leopards could access both sides, and hopefully the keeper as well, though I'm not 100% sure if that's true. They seem to have really strange rules about where they can go and where they can't. So this is what I was talking about before. We're just finishing this off so that they can get into this nice water area, and actually they seem to really like it. They seem to use it quite a lot, even though it's a fairly shallow pool. They seem to really enjoy playing in it, so that's cool. I'm happy about that. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. We do give them a little bit of outdoor area. I wanted to make sure that they had somewhere they could go that was like not near the guest areas, you know, so if they were feeling a little bit stressed out, they had somewhere to retreat to. So we do leave some outdoor area, although I do reduce it quite a lot from what it is now. Here we are making the staircase. I wanted to make sure that it was quite a gentle incline, because animals can be really fussy in this game about what they will climb and what they won't. So I wanted to make sure that they would definitely be able to get up this, and the same with keepers. I'm really hoping the keepers will be able to go up it, although I haven't seen them do that yet, so they probably still can't, you know what they're like in this game. So but yeah, I think it looks really cool. I didn't put any banisters on it because I figured that the snow leopards would probably be fine, but we do put a glass window sort of bit on this side and on the other side, so that the guests can see the leopards when they're climbing over the bridge, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, it's quite a big habitat for just 2 snow leopards, but once they start having cubs, it won't feel that big anymore. So for now it seems a little big, but when we come in for our tour, so by the end of this episode, one of the snow leopards is already pregnant, so I'm sure by the time we come for our tour they will probably have had at least a cub, but probably more than one. I think snow leopards tend to have more than one cub at a time, so it'll feel a bit more full there as well. So we go for this sort of glass archway roof over the guest area with the blue corrugated iron there. I was going to use the Arctic wood, but it just didn't feel like it worked right with the habitat, so we'd go for the blue corrugated instead. And then I found these icicle details. I don't know if I've even ever used these before, but I just thought they looked really cool. So I decided I would put them on the little bridge overhang and then on the sides here. And then we had a slight issue that the roof sort of pieces were slightly wider than the path was. Only slightly, but enough that you could see a gap. So I decided to fill it with these wooden planks. And then we do actually put in some, what are they? They're Labrador tea, I think. Labrador tea flowers. And I spent ages putting them in, and then unfortunately I had to take them out because the snow leopards did not like them. They were not happy. I can't remember if it was that they didn't like the plant or if it was just too much coverage. But we ended up having to take them out, which was sad, but I think it still looks okay. So we're just kind of finishing off everything now, making sure that it's, properly sealed. There's no kind of gaps anywhere. And we're going to make a start in a minute on the roof and everything. So yeah, we obviously name the snow leopards after Hannah and her husband Chris. So I hope you guys don't mind me naming them that, but obviously this is a habitat dedicated to Hannah, so I obviously had to name them that. They seem pretty happy in here. Like I say, they already have gotten pregnant, so they can't be too unhappy. I had to kind of do something a little interesting with this roof here because I had like a 3 wide roof for most of it. So I end up using like 2 panels of the 2 meter, like half incline, and then one side has like the 4 meter higher incline. I think it looks really nice actually. It works quite well. And then on this side we actually end up putting in some glass panes as well, just to make sure there's some natural light in their habitat, although granted there's not very much, but at least there is some. And they do get natural light coming in from the guest area in the middle as well. Obviously that's all glass, so I think it works out quite well, and it's certainly not dark in there. I did put lights in there to try and kind of brighten up a bit, but that didn't seem to make that much of a difference in terms of the brightness. So I was trying to take some like screenshots and stuff of the snow leopards, and it was quite dark, but it's definitely bright enough for the guests to be able to see all the animals, and that's what matters. Excuse me, just a big yawn there. My daughter is teething at the moment, and she has not been sleeping very well, so she's been waking up in the night quite a bit, which is not fun for mum. I kind of thought we had gotten past the stage of waking up in the night. She's been doing really well with sleeping through the night, but the last few nights has not gone quite so well, but bless her. It can't be nice having a canine pushing through your gums for the first time, so I don't blame her too much. So do excuse me if I yawn during this video, I do apologise. So I really like the snow leopards in this game. I have seen snow leopards in real life. The zoo that I always talk about in these builds that we love and we go to Marwell, they have snow leopards. And actually they had cubs not that long ago. I think it was a couple of years now, but I remember seeing the cubs at the Marwell Zoo, and they were beautiful little cubs. Very, very happy little snow leopards there. They've got 2 now. I think they are still the parent snow leopards, and the cubs have been moved somewhere else, but I might be wrong about that. So yeah, they're very, very sweet. I mean, probably wouldn't be that sweet like if you were in the habitat with them. I probably wouldn't do that, but yeah, they're very cute animals, so nice and fluffy. They look very cozy for sure. So we're doing a bit more detailing on the outside now. I've sort of focused on the outside first, and then I go in and put all the things in the habitat for the animals, but I think it works out quite well. I wanted to just put some detail on here, so I put some windows on this side, and then I used the same frames and put the information boards there as well, and we use that same kind of border and the information boards on the inside as well. So we're putting some foliage around. I had to check and make sure that I was doing the right kind of foliage, because obviously I didn't want them to get upset with me for putting in the wrong plants. So I checked and they should be fine with all of this stuff. Like I say, the only thing that they didn't like was the Labrador tea, so we took that out in the end, which was sad but necessary. So, and I really liked the way this looked with the ivy here as well. I mean, you can kind of tell from the fact there's ivy and stuff growing on it, it's definitely not actually ice. But I think it looks pretty cool. It's nice to have something that's just a bit different from the rest of the habitats. Each habitat is quite unique in this zoo, which I really like. So each time you go from one exhibit to the next, you're kind of taking yourself into a whole different part of the zoo, which I really, really like. So we put lots of foliage over here. This is the... This path goes in between the Nile monitor habitat and the West African lion habitat and the safari. And then with this here on the right, you can see there's like a big patch of path, and that is going to be another food area. So after I've done the zoo tour, which will be next, I'll probably do a whole episode putting in a food plaza there with everything that the guests might need. You know, we'll need like toilets and things like that. Because we've got food and drink over by the red pandas, but I don't think we have any toilets over there. And the guests in this game are constantly thirsty and hungry, so we got to make sure we have enough facilities for them. So we'll put in a whole bunch of things there. I think that'll be quite a good location for that. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this zoo is like turning out. I think it's looking really cool. Again, comment down below if you want me to build you a habitat. I would love to put way more habitats in this in this zoo, and you will get your name in the video, which would be, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. I hope you think that's cool. So yeah, we're still kind of going with the outside, just making it all pretty and nice. We made that little stone archway for the staff entrance just to kind of cover it up a little bit. It just looks a little bit boring, so we just kind of embellish it a bit. Here we're putting in the information boards and some benches and bins. You've got to have bins everywhere in this game, otherwise your guests will just throw litter everywhere on the floor, and then they get really upset that there's litter everywhere. So we're just going to kind of decorate the entrance bits here with some, I think this is sea alpine holly or something like that. Alpine sea holly, that's what it is. And some nettles as well. Just all the plants seem to look better if they've got some nettles with them as well. I don't know why that is, but they just do. So, you know, it's just a little bit of foliage as you come in. Looks quite pretty. Now here we're gonna carry on the theme we had going at the entrance with the flowers and the railings around the path. It's going to be the same as we've got the rest of the zoo, just for a bit of continuation, like, because obviously, like I say, each of the habitats are very different from one another. We kind of still need something that makes it feel like one zoo. So I'm going to carry on using this kind of fencing throughout the zoo, which I think that works well. I also decided I wanted to put a gate here for this staff area just to kind of block it off so that people wouldn't wander down there. Obviously in the game, that piece of path there, the staff path there, will stop any guests from going down there, but I just thought realistically you'd probably have a gate or something. You wouldn't just have an open piece of path. So we put one in, and then we're just putting some trees and things around because I didn't want you to be walking along the path and just be able to see for miles, because then it would be obvious that the zoo isn't finished, you know, because obviously when we're done we'll probably put like a fence around the whole thing or something like that, but at the moment, you know, wherever you're walking you can just see like miles of space with like nothing in it. So I thought if we put some trees and things, that kind of obscures it a little bit and makes it feel more like a zoo, really, more like an enclosed space. So yeah, I think we're about to get them in. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna get our snow leopards in now. I forgot to put them into quarantine, which is really unlike me. I'm always really good at putting them in quarantine first, and we actually end up with the female snow leopard being sick. I think she was diseased or something when we got her, so I do have to send her off to the vets, but she's fine now. She's okay now. I reassure everybody that she's fine. So yeah, here I'm just checking to see where they can go, and for some reason they can climb on these like wooden planks, so I had to like adjust them a little bit so they couldn't get onto them, which, I mean, that was odd because they would have literally had to have walked through a glass pane, but you know, sometimes the game is like that. So yeah, we're just sort of sorting out the terrain, making sure that they're happy, they've got everything they need, and we're about to put in all the enrichment items. So I do put all of the food enrichment items on the side where the keeper entrance is, just in case the keeper can't get over to the other side. Then, you know, all of their food things could still be used and usable. So we do have to put in some snow. Obviously, they're the snow leopards, so they like a bit of snow. And here they are. So we've got, oh yeah, we're going to put in some lights first. I was about to say, we're about to get into the slower bit where we can see them properly. But first of all, this is me putting in the lights that I was saying about before. So, yeah. I'm doing the habitat boards, information boards. There we go. Here we go. So this is Hannah, our female snow leopard. This is the one who goes a little bit sick, bless her. And then this is Chris, our male snow leopard. And like I say, they clearly are very happy because by the end of the episode they already are pregnant. So we're going to have some little snow leopard babies. So Hannah, I hope you're happy about that. And here we have our snow leopard. This is Chris, isn't it? Yeah. And he's about to do this is a weird pose. It's like he's leaning on his knees. I don't know what he was doing there. But they're so beautiful. I think they look lovely. And particularly like in the sun, they're just gorgeous. But for some reason, I just couldn't couldn't get them to stay in the sun for very long. Like I say, almost this whole habitat is indoors. And although we have the skylights, a lot of it doesn't have natural light. So I did try and get them to come outside and stuff and come stand in the sunshine, but I didn't have that many good clips of that. Just it's hard to get snow leopards to do what you want. But I think they do look so beautiful, and they clearly really enjoy this habitat. They really love running up and down these steps. Chris in particular. Hannah likes to walk up and down them, which I think, Hannah, if you're watching this, that's quite accurate. Chris running around all the time. Hannah would rather walk. So yeah, I think that they turned out really nicely. Hannah, please let me know if you like this down below, and anybody else who's watching, please let me know if you like this habitat in the comments down below. Please also like this video if you liked it, and please consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. It just really helps the channel grow, and it lets me know that you guys are actually enjoying these videos. I'm gonna carry on putting out Planet Zoo videos once a week, at least once a week, usually on a Saturday. And then will be at least one Sims video during the week as well, which will be the Black Widow challenge, and then usually there'll be one other video as well, which could be Sims or Planet Zoo. So please do subscribe if you are interested in either Planet Zoo or Sims. Yeah, it just really helps out the channel. So here we go, we're just kind of touring our habitat now. We've got our little snow leopard information boards, and there you can see, I think that is Hannah on the left there. Hannah is a slightly smaller snow leopard than Chris. So I think that's Hannah on the left over there, having a little play, enjoying the space. You can see that the guests obviously really like this space. They enjoy walking through and sitting on the benches and just kind of seeing the snow leopards walking across this bridge, which is, I think this looks really cool. I couldn't get a fantastic shot of it from down here on the path, but I can imagine if you're a guest here, that would just look really cool, be able to watch them crossing over and getting a really good view of them. So she is popping down the other side, and I think Chris is about to go for a little swim in the pool. Yeah, there he is. He's gonna go for a little swim. Oh, bless. So yeah, I'm excited to see their little cubs. Snow leopard cubs are absolutely gorgeous, just like basically all of the baby animals in this game. So I can't wait to see them. In the next episode when we do our tour, we should be able to meet all of the baby animals, which I'm very excited about. So here we go. We're just kind of coming out the other side now. I think this just looks really cool. I love the height as well, because it's very tall habitat, and I think it just adds something to the atmosphere, that you can kind of see all the sun coming through the glass and then through the ice blocks as well. I just think, yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out really nicely. And then out here on the left is where we're going to put the food court area and everything. So this will look very different after our next build video, but I think it looks really cool. I'm really happy with it. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like I said, consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed it. That helps out the channel so much. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please come back for more, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.